All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a word of the week. The word of the week is commitment. All right, now my question to you is, what is commitment? We'll start with a basic working definition. Commitment is a state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, right? Now, why is that important? Okay, here's why it's important. Because there are no examples of success without commitment. Let me say that again. There are no examples of success without commitment. Now, someone's going to say, oh, hey, I know this friend that inherited $1 million and they're not committed to anything. Let me tell you, that's not success. That's not success, right? Success is related to the choices and the decisions that you make over and over and over again. Success is not something that happens to you once, right? Remember, Aristotle said we are what we repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is a habit, right? Success is the same way, right? Just because you have a lot of something, that doesn't make you successful. Success is related to the choices and the decisions that you make consistently over time, right? Now, commitment is the same way. Commitment is not something that you do once. Right? Commitment is something that you do every single day. Whether you're committed to a relationship, you're committed to a sport, you're committed to a cause, you are committed to achieving academic excellence, whatever it is that you're committed to, it requires a choice every single day. It's not something that happens to you, and it's not something that you do once. All right, guys, I got two things I want you to think about that can help you understand commitment a little bit better. All right. Remember this phrase: commitment requires consistency. Let me say it again. Commitment requires consistency. Now, here's the deal. No one wants to talk about consistency because it's not the sexy part of the formula. Everyone wants to talk about talent, right? But consistency is arguably more important, right? Now, I'll give you an example, right? Just in the context of nobody even wants to talk about it. The most important records in baseball, right? Or the most important record in baseball was the home run record. Right? For a long time, it was owned by Babe Ruth. He had 60 home runs in a season, right? And that was broken by Roger Maris in 1961, where he hit 61 home runs in a season. And recently, it's been broken by some other players, but we're not even going to talk about them because a lot of those guys cheated. Okay, so we're going to go way back in the day. We're going to talk about Roger Maris in 1961. He broke Babe Ruth's home run record. Now, that was the most coveted record in all of baseball, right? The single season home run king. Now, let me tell you guys, as great of an athlete as Roger Maris was, again, he broke that record in 1961 with 61 total home runs in that season. I'm not impressed by that. I'm sorry, I'm just not impressed by it, right? And the reason why I'm not impressed by it is because he did it one time. One time. Now, that one singular season, 61 home runs, hey, that's tough to do, all right? But I'm going to tell you, I'm not impressed by it. Here's why. He did it one time, and if you think about all of the home runs he hit in his entire career, he hit 275 home runs for his entire career. He hit a quarter of all of those home runs in one season. Guys, I'm just telling you, I'm not impressed by that. Right now, there's a lot of guys in baseball that I am impressed by. I'll give you an example. Hank Aaron. All right, ask your parents about Hank Aaron. Hammerin' Hank. All right, he hit 20 home runs in 20 different seasons. Think about that. Just to be a professional athlete on any level is impressive. Right? Now, to be a professional athlete and to play for 10 years, that's really impressive. To be a professional athlete and play for 10 years and to have 10 good seasons, that's impressive. He hit 20 home runs, guys, in 20 different seasons. That's impressive to me. Extraordinarily impressive, because he was able to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, he hit 30 home runs in 14 different seasons. Guys, if you have a Major League Baseball career of 14 years, that's extraordinarily impressive. He hit 30 home runs in 14 different seasons, 20 home runs in 20 different seasons. Guys, he did it every single year. Every single year. 20 out of 23 seasons that he played, he hit 20 home runs or more. Ladies and gentlemen, to me, that's extraordinarily impressive. All right? Remember, there is no commitment without consistency. That is consistency, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you another example. Cal Ripken Jr., all right, third baseman for the Orioles. He played 2,632 straight games, ladies and gentlemen. 2,632 straight games without missing a game. Guys, it's hard to do anything 3,000 times in a row. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's hard to get out of bed 3,000 times in a row. This gentleman started 2,632 straight games without missing a game. Think about how impressive it is. Guys, that is consistency. That's impressive. That's more impressive than talent. That's significantly more impressive than talent. I'll give you another example. Brett Favre. All right, he was a quarterback for the Packers for most of his career. But guess what, guys? He started 297 straight games in football. Guys, this is a sport where you put on a plastic helmet and you run into each other full speed. And he started 297 straight games. Guys, almost 300 straight games. Most of us could not even go out there for one game and survive. And he did it 300 straight times. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no commitment without consistency. There is not any, right? And those gentlemen are just great examples of people that have demonstrated extraordinary consistency. Extraordinary consistency. And that extraordinary consistency propelled them to extraordinary feats of accomplishment in their sports. Guys, there is no commitment without consistency, day in, day out. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to talk about is excuses. Now, let me tell you, excuses are the worst. And for those guys that have been coaching for a long time, you've heard me say this. The one thing we're never going to do is we're never going to make excuses, right? Every single time you make an excuse, it's like putting a 1 pound weight in your backpack. And eventually that backpack gets too heavy to carry. It gets too heavy to carry. And what happens is, it's like you're living in this fantasy land and you're acting like the universe cares that you have all these reasons for losing. I'm sorry, guys, it doesn't. It does not care that you have all these reasons for losing. Look, in this life, you have two things, all right? You have reasons and you have results. One of those things causes you pain. The other gets you paid. Choose wisely. All right, guys, that's our word of the week, commitment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys have an amazing week.